Okay, guys, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Andrea Barrett. The problem with this and why this would never be solved is because the real problem lies in the magistrate court. And let me explain this to you all. I did send an email over 10 years ago to the then AG about this problem in the magistrate court, and he acted on it. But that was just for one magistrate court, and it never went further. Okay, let me go into depths now. Some of the magistrates in this magistrate court go and buy land far off countryside where they can get it cheap, like Toko, Mayaro, and they cut these lands up into small parcels. Okay, now they now go and get people who are unemployed and put these small parcels of land on each one of them names. For instance, like if they buy an acre, they cut that into 8 lots. They get 8 unemployed people and put a lot on each one of them name. Now these said people come and work in the magistrate court where the magistrate presides. I hope you're following me. So you now, as an individual, a member of your family or a good friend gets into some sort of trouble and you go to help them out, your good heart, with your clean land deed, title, house and land deed, all taxes paid up and everything. The JP is going to turn you down and say it's no good. Then he's going to direct you to one of these bailers outside. So he's also involved. Okay? I hope everyone's following me on this. Now, when a criminal gets charged and he has to come out on bail, let's say the bail is he has to pay $20,000. He doesn't have $20,000. So he's going to be repaying this bailer now on installments. Okay? So every week, let's say he's going to have to pay $500 to the bailer. He's now working. He doesn't have a permanent job. How does he get this money to pay the bailer? He goes and commits more crime. So indirectly, or I should say directly, the criminals are working for the magistrate, because when he pays this money back to the bailer, that money is not for the bailer. That the bailer works for the magistrate, so that money goes to the magistrate. So when you follow what I'm saying, all these criminals work for the magistrates. Remember, I'm not saying all the magistrates, some of them. Okay? So, why I'm bringing this forward? Because Andrea's father and her aunts and family, they're going to be thinking that they're going to get some justice, but they are not. Because the people who are involved in this are the same ones that are going to be making the decision on your matter. I hope you guys follow me on this. The same people that are going to be making the decisions on this matter are the ones who employ the criminals. So these guys that they have in jail, their boss is actually one of these magistrates. They work for them. Okay? The honest way this can be solved is there needs to be a proper bailing system. There needs to have a system where people who want to make bail their career, let it be on record, let their land be on record, so they would know in the system what's going on. It needs to be done professionally. We need to have professional bailers. Also, magistrates work for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. They are public servants. Okay? Their financial records, the financial records of their spouse and their family, should be looked into. And once there is monies there that cannot be accounted for, they should be suspended indefinitely until this matter is solved. Okay? I hope people follow me on this. And I'm going to say this again. I have said this over 10 years ago when I found out about it. Have anyone ever noticed or asked themselves why was Tunapuna Court closed for so long of a time? I think it was over 2 years. They said it was a sewage problem. But when it reopened, the chief magistrate was no longer the chief magistrate. He wasn't even a magistrate in the court anymore. Okay, something to think about. Okay, the magistrates own land, cut it up into small parcels, and put it on people's name and have them working in the courthouses for them. So the more criminals get out, it's obvious they're going to be rearrested again and charged again. So it's an ongoing thing. The money keeps flowing to the magistrate. And people are saying, and people are amazed that this one guy had over 70 warrants. There are people out on the streets now that have over 112 warrants, and they're still out on the streets, believe it or not. Okay, I wish all the best for this family, and I hope that they get justice.